We're going to talk about hand position at the piano today, everybody. It's such a crucial component of playing the piano and is often sorely overlooked. When we're busy trying to figure out chords and try to play lines, our hands have a tendency of flattening out if we don't do the right strengthening. Not only can this lead to inefficiencies and make it like impossible to play fast lines, but it can also seriously lead to injury. In today's video, I'm going to show you 2 simple exercises that will take you less than 5 minutes to practice and will lead to hand strength that will keep your hand position in tip-top shape. Stick around. I'm Brenda Earle-Stokes. I'm the owner and creator of Piano and Voice with Brenda, creative and practical resources for singers, pianists, and music educators. This week's video is going to help you to tackle your hand position. Hand position is something that is extremely important and often overlooked. So in this video, not only am I going to explain to you and show you how your hand position should be when you're playing the piano, but I'm going to give you my 2 favorite exercises for building hand strength. Let's get started. In order to get the right hand position, I have to be seated correctly. And if you want to know more about how to sit at the piano, there's this video that I made called Perfect Piano Posture. Okay, that will show you. And essentially, you need to push the bench back, pull your body forward, and make sure that the bench is at the correct height. You don't want to be sitting too low and you don't want to be sitting too high. I know I'm sitting in the right place when my forearm is parallel to the floor, and you can't really see that here, but I'm sitting in such a way that when I'm playing on the piano, I'm completely parallel, my forearm is, with the floor. So I'm not up too high and I'm not down too low. While I'm at it, my wrist isn't bent either. Okay, sometimes when I say work on your hand position or keep your fingers curved, wrists go up. We do not want that. That's not good. This is not good for your tendons or any of that kind of stuff. So we want to make sure that the action that's happening is happening in your hand. Okay, and so I'm going to show you that on the selfie cam. So in this little selfie video, I'm going to show you how your hand position should be. Can you see how my hand, the shape it makes? It's like a circle here. So many people play like this, okay, with a flat hand. And look at the problems it causes, okay? It means that your thumb, it can't really work, can't really be engaged. And it also means that it's going to be very difficult for you to pass your thumb under or have any kind of movement. So again, this is my selfie cam. This is me playing fast lines. And can you see that circle is kind of constantly there? My hand never collapses. And if my hand collapsed, I wouldn't be able to play fast lines. I wouldn't be able to pass my hand over. So can you see that shape is always there? That's what we're looking for. This feeling of the hand, the circle here, and then the hand shape, the fingers are curved. Now, looking here, you can see that I'm balanced on the side of my thumb, just between the fingertip and the knuckle. It's not lying down here, it's lying like this. And as I do this, I'm able to keep my hand in that ideal position. So in order to be able to maintain that perfect hand position, you actually need to have some strength in here. Okay, and it's again something that can be very, very much overlooked, especially if you're using the piano to support your teaching, your choir conducting, your voice teaching. If you're a singer-songwriter and this is where you do your writing, or if you're a saxophone player and a composer, this and you haven't spent the time. I'm going to give you these 2 exercises that are going to help to build the strength in here, because it's not so much reminding yourself constantly to keep that position, it's having enough strength in your hand that you can maintain it. So these are my two exercises that I'm going to show you. So for exercise number 1, the first thing you're going to do is make sure you're in the correct hand position. And you want to remember you're describing the circle. Your thumb is on this part, so it's resting between your fingertip and your knuckle, and you're making this shape. Now, I often like to describe this as being like there's a little cage inside that you could put either an egg or like a little hamster or something cute like that, if that doesn't creep you out. And so make that hand shape first, and then I'm going to show you the exercise. It goes like this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. Okay? And so the trick here is 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1. Okay? This is what's going to build the strength in your hand. So once again, let me show you the selfie cam. 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 2, 1, 2. Can you see how that hand shape stays? And what's happening is I'm building some strength in this part of my hand, right in here. So let's try that again. 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 2. So make sure you're not just playing this fast, because the goal here is accuracy, and you're not going to practice this for very long. You're going to practice it for like a minute or two every day. And it's the most important thing you can do is really have that hand position sound be in exactly the right place. So that feeling of having the egg in there or the little furry hamster or something, and not letting your hand flatten out. Okay, so now we're going to do the same exact exercise with the left hand. It will be a mirror image though, because, you know, obviously our hands are mirror images of each other. So you're going to put your left thumb on E. Good. Do it again. 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. Now you might notice that some parts of your hand want to get flailing up and stuff, especially the pinky will want to come up. That's completely okay. What you want to do is practice this exercise for like a minute on each hand. So you could practice the exercise 3 times in your right hand, 3 times in your left hand. That will take you about 90 seconds. And I want to encourage you to practice that every single day and observe what happens. Our second exercise is going to continue to strengthen the hand, but in a slightly different way. And in this one, you're actually going to play triplets, and you're going to go up the scale. So let me show it to you. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. See how I did that? So I'm going up the scale with my thumb, and I'm going 2, 3 on each one. Good, and then I'm going to come back down. So as I'm doing this exercise, I'm making sure that my wrist isn't coming up, it's not collapsing, and that I'm sitting in a tall enough way with good enough posture that my hand is the one that's doing the work. Okay, so let me show you that again. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. again, it may take you a little while with your fingers flailing a little bit for it to be able to figure out how to do this. But again, you can practice it. You can even actually just practice it ascending, just the up version, for a few days or a week until your hand gets more used to it. So now we're going to do exactly the same thing in the left hand. And again, it's mirror image because remember, our hands are mirror images. So we're going to start with our third finger on C, and we're going to go 3, 2, 1. Let's try it one more time. Excellent job. Same thing. Give your left hand some time to get this in the fingers. A lot of times, for almost everybody, the left hand is always slower than the right. And so for both of these exercises I gave you today, my suggestion is just practice them a little tiny bit. 90 seconds for one, 2 minutes for the other, and that's it. Under 5-minute routine. Try to practice it every day because as we know, with all forms of exercise, it does take a while for the body to adjust. And if you were to practice this for 20 minutes or a half an hour, first, it would be mind-numbingly boring to do that. But second, you put yourself at risk of injury. So we want to get your little muscles and tendons all up and running without putting a lot of pressure on them. If you enjoyed this video, make sure that you leave a like and a comment below letting me know how it went. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm also always taking requests for what kind of videos you would like to see me make. I love making these videos and I'm happy to cover whatever subject you like. Anything about singing, the piano, improvisation, jazz, musicianship, solfege, rhythm, whatever. I'm good to cover anything you like. Make sure you take a moment and subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications. I post a couple of videos a week here, and it's always my pleasure to have as many people watching them as possible. If you want to know more about me, you can check out my website, pianoandvoicewithbrenda.com. And also in the description box below, I leave all kinds of links to great free resources that I have available. I hope this video was helpful for you. Thank you so much for watching.